It's been...
Yes, and Joe, we hear that you found a pub. Good boy.
Yes, exactly. It's a pub. It's also a hotel. It's called the Bell Inn. And it's really important because every year, as you say, when the cast and crew came here to Thetford to film for 2 weeks, they stayed here. So this was the epicentre of Dad's Army. This place is mad about Dad's Army as a result. They've got loads of rooms named after characters. They've even got Pike's Bar. I'm afraid this is my best effort at a Pike scarf in my wardrobe anyway. And so back then, if you came through to the bar, you might find some of the famous actors. Tonight, I am delighted to say that I'm joined by some of the original extras. Now, Tim, this is a picture of you back then. You were 14, you were playing a Sea Scout, and you had to play a bugle. Big moment.
Big moment for a 14-year-old. It was going to be the biggest moment of my life. Playing a bugle and playing Reveille to wake Captain Mannering up in his tent. But just before the take, they said, "Oh, would you please play it out of tune?" I said, "Well, I couldn't really because I've been practicing it perfect." They said, "Well, just play anything willy-nilly and let's see how it goes."
How funny. So all that practicing, and then you just have to do it out of tune. Well, come on, look. It's been a few years, but give us a blast now.
It's been 40 long years till I've learned this thing, so let's give it a go.
Okay. Right, okay, thank you very much, Tim.
There we go.
Definitely mastered playing it out of tune. Stupid boy. Anyway, we'll come around now to Derek. Now, Derek, I love the handkerchief, I love the cravat, you're a very dapper gent. I'm guessing you had to play someone upper class. What was your role?
My role was the resident tramp.
The resident tramp. Thank you, Derek. How cruel, how cruel. Keith, it was your role, I can see you here back in 1971, it was your role to round everyone up, get all the extras involved. You must have been very popular.
Yes, indeed, I was very popular. Because even though the job was voluntary, everybody else was very happy to be an extra in Dad's Army. Then, after a couple of years, Equity said we had to be paid. So, I became even more popular.
Very good, I bet you're still dining out on that. Now, Margot, you're married to Keith.
Yes.
You're also an extra.
Yes.
Is it right that Keith just got everyone round to your house one night?
Yes, he did, without any warning at all. All these people rushed into our house, and we scrounged around and found all the gin and beer we could find, and plied them with drink, of course. John Le Mesurier strummed on the piano and complained it was flat.
Sergeant Wilson, of course, yeah.
Yes, that's right. And they drank it out of house and home, practically, and I was just about to get the sherry out, cooking sherry out of the homemade sloe gin when they left.
Very good. So don't panic, we've still got slow gin. Yep.
Sign our visitors' book.
Oh,
so I've got a
wonderful.
wonderful collection of all their autographs there.
So we've got Arthur Lowe there, we've got Jimmy Perry, one of the creators, we've got Clive Dunn, Corporal Jones. Brilliant, thank you so much. Well, look, camaraderie was very important, food and drink was very important. I'm told that actually what they did was they scheduled in lots of time for dinners and drinks and things, because if they could get the camaraderie right off screen, the theory was it would translate onto the screen. And Arthur Lowe, who would have stayed here, he had his own drink. He had this, the Amazon. Now basically it was gin, ginger ale and cucumber, so not quite as exotic perhaps as it sounds, but let's just give it a go. Yeah, not bad. I'm told you can still get this if you order it here in Thetford. The other thing we've got in Thetford, hello Captain Mannering, I should salute you really, shouldn't I? Very good. Is these guys, they're all volunteers at the Dad's Army Museum, and they also form, of course, the Wilmington-on-Sea platoon. Don't tell them your name, Pike. And just around this corner, I believe I'm joined by Stuart. Now, Stuart over here is the curator of the museum. Stuart, because of this new film, you must have got quite a few new exhibits.
We're very pleased to have some of the props from the new film, including this tree worn by Corporal Jones, a fat suit worn by Toby Jones, and what we have here is a helmet from the original TV series, made of fiberglass because the original actors complained about the weight of the metal helmets. Unfortunately, one of the end credits showed this floating in water, which gave the game away.
Oh, how funny. Tin helmets, of course, don't float. And finally, Neville, I can see you down here next to the lady in yellow in the 70s.
That's me.
You are one of the few who were not only in the original TV series, but you've also been an extra in the new film. What a privilege.
Yes, I think I'm the only one from Thetford who's been in both.
That's amazing. So, hand on heart then, which was better?
I'm sorry, folks. At Thetford will always be Wilmington-on-Sea.
There we go. Undoubtedly popular, that, with the Thetford crowd here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think if you would be upstanding, because from Thetford, the spiritual home of Dad's Army, we raise a toast. We raise you an Amazon. Cheers. Cheers. I don't like it a bump.